Write a story about a princess. How was I to know that she was a princess? She looked like any other teenage girl, dressed in jeans and t-shirt, and was walking about in the Parkway Parade shopping center. I would have expected a princess to be riding around on an elephant or something, or at least dressed in a long flowing gown and be escorted about by huge bodyguards. This one was alone, and she bumped into me, physically, at Yaohan and said, "Sorry." I nodded and she smiled. "I'm lost, can you help me?" she asked. I asked her where she wanted to go, and she replied, in a cute accent, that she was looking for the bird park. Someone had told her that you took SBS 30 to the bird park. She had taken the correct bus, but the one going in the opposite direction, and had ended up at Parkway Parade. I told her that she was exactly at the other end of Singapore, and she sighed. Hazel, I introduced myself and she shook my hand and said she was Jasmine. I had nowhere in particular to go, so I invited her for an ice kacang. At the ice kacang stall she told me, quite casually, that she was a princess. She said it so casually that I believed her immediately. We exchanged a lot of information about Singapore and her kingdom, which was situated near the Himalayas. It was just as we were about to leave that a huge man arrived from nowhere and bowed to her. She smiled at him and invited him to sit at the table, then she went to the washroom, signaling me to follow. As we went, she whispered that the toughie was her bodyguard and that he was there to take her back. She was not ready to go back just yet. Then suddenly she started to run and I followed her. 5 minutes later we had hailed a taxi and were on our way to the bird park. We spent the whole day together and I think she enjoyed it very much. We went to nearly all the tourist spots in Singapore and wandered about at all the shopping centers. By the time she had enough, it was about midnight. I took her back to her hotel and we parted after exchanging addresses. She told me that her father was a very strict man who did not approve of her even moving a few meters without her guard. But then she always managed to slip away and go off on her own. I thought she led a very interesting life and said so. What really fascinated me was that she was so ordinary. She was like all of us. She liked pop music, hated homework, argued with her parents and liked to do naughty things like playing pranks on her friends and relatives.